Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. Boy, oh boy, did that train go off the rails last week. So I recorded a few episodes, ended up not even posting them, got behind a couple days, and finally realized today I need to put it all together and send it off and get back on track. That's how it is sometimes when it rains it pours, and it definitely did. Let's talk about them. I took my 20 I don't want to say favorites, but things, most of them are favorites, but a couple of them are just things that you'd want to point out and know about, and let's talk about them. So the first one up, 423 Ontario Street North, 370. I would say by the time this one's done, it's probably worth 450 if you put in some good work into it. It's a 4-bedroom. So that's the big key message here, is it's 4-bedroom. It's even accessible by lift. So there's, I think there's an audience that would appreciate that. Yeah, you need, to put some work in the kitchen, the bathrooms, everything else. But I don't see a lot in here that's going to cost you anywhere near the $80,000 that I think would boost it up in value. So if you could spend $25,000, $30,000 on this home, which is a fair bit, you could put a good kitchen in for $15,000, really good kitchen. I think you're in good shape. So this one looks fantastic. Now, 741 Woodward is a 3-bedroom, and it has electric baseboard heat. So you may look at this one and say, okay, it looks better cosmetically than the previous one. Although I'd argue there's still some work to do in this property, but that's it right there. If you see in the photos, you've got electric baseboard heat. Now, there is a gas fireplace right here, so you could run gas, you could put a furnace. It's expensive, but you could do it, or you could just kind of heat your main floor. Here's the thing that I wanted to point out. I skipped past. Look at that pool. Ugh. Does it make you want to swim in it? Gross. And I'm proud to announce, after 8 days, 1419 Costigan still has this bloody front picture. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, we don't see many listings come up at 100 Millside. This one at 308. You could walk to Mill Pond. I don't know why the first 9 shots. Oh, wow. That looks a lot better. I guess they did some work in the lobby because it had a kind of a greenish look for a long time. Hallways look like they've been done. So you get to 11 pictures before you actually get to the unit itself. I think this one's a good deal for the size of it. You're looking at 1,200. It's probably 1,225, 1,300 square feet. So that amount divided by the price, you're dealing with $350 a square foot. The new buildings are $400, $420, $450. Even Green Life has gone as high as $500, and some of the new projects are $600, like Art on Main a square foot. So what holds the value back? First of all, the building doesn't have balconies, which a lot of people would like, especially for the great location close to downtown. The south side gets a lot of sunlight, so you got to have good blinds. But the condo fees are $760. The thing about that, though, it includes everything. Cable TV. It's the only building in Milton that has a pool until Art on Main comes along. Plus there's the sauna. So I would argue the best amenities in Milton right now are in this building. Hydro, heat, everything. So all you pay is your property taxes and your phone. That's it. So the fees are higher, but I know buildings that have units this size that are $400 or $500, but they don't include anything. So you add that together, especially for the age of the building, and they've had a couple issues over the years that they've fixed up, and but overall, when you see this kind of condo fee per square foot, about 60 cents a square foot, that's where they should be in a mature building. So this is still a good pick. So 1627 Stover, 564.9. We just sold the same model as this one with no finished basement for $565. So this one has the finished basement. This room's a little bit hard to lay out just because it's not a particularly big room, and you've got the bay windows, so you've got all the angles on it. But overall, good price for this one. Solid. The window here is nice for letting light in, but it removes the ability to put a TV over the fireplace. but it's an open concept floor plan. They put these like plans that they made up, and they also put in the listing, they put 1150 to 1200 square feet. If they had called old Chuck over here, I would have said it's a Bryant model. It's 1235 square feet. Here's the floor plan. However, it's the rest of the market may think it's up to 1200. You know it's 1235 because you watch Milton Daily Homes. So 1224 McDowell, you move up compared to the previous one that just has one full bathroom. This one has two full bathrooms upstairs. I absolutely love the backyard, and they don't show it here, but it backs onto parkland, and the finishes are good. The thing about the fireplace in this model, different than the Bryant we just showed, which had a fireplace over here, it cuts down on a major wall where you would put your couch. But it's kind of the same layout as the previous one. It's just bigger. The real money shot on this one is looking straight back. No neighbors behind. Nice evergreen trees. They were at $609. I still thought that was a great deal. They're down to $599. This is one of my favorite homes on the market right now for the price. So 138 commercial, $600,000. They were at $737. I don't think they had any business doing that. The way I kind of talk about this property is that you buy the garage and you get the house for free, because the garage is almost better than the house. I guess it's rented for $2,150 at $600,000. It's still not a great investment property. 35 by 126, right on commercial. Big benefit is you're close to downtown. Now, Joyce, here's the thing: get that car out of the driveway. That's all you see when you look at this home. This is way forward. $629. It's a 4-bedroom bungalow. You don't find many of those. Most of the ones in this area are 3-bedroom. They're not particularly big. Sharon, if you come down here, 9.91 by 7.87. Not huge, but that's still, for $629, it's the price of most townhouses. You're getting a bungalow on a 46 by 111 foot lot. Powys dropped their price. Powys, I don't know how you say the street name, and I have clients on the street. I thought they were a good deal at $699. They're down to $669. Probably about 1,600 square feet with an unfinished basement, but really nice finishes inside. I like this one because the 9-foot ceilings on the main level make this one really feel like a detached home. When you get siding on a house, what a lot of builders do as an incentive is they put this little balcony space outside. So I like the balcony. 30-foot lot is wide enough. That's what they're putting detached homes on these days. So 190 Heslop, going value for kind of a bungalow that needs some work is probably $600,000. So 743, what they're banking on is that 124 by 120 foot lot. That's pretty big. So you're looking at probably about a quarter of an acre. When you do the math on that, a little over a quarter an acre, maybe as much as a third. And it's 2 bedrooms. It's really nothing, exciting on the inside, but that piece of land is valuable. Is it 743 valuable? I don't think so, but it's valuable. So this one on Beaver, double car garage. There's no photos after 4 days. Hooray for that. They make for good little investment properties. There's also a ton of space inside. Like, you're more than 2,000 square feet of finished living area. But you'd never know it just from looking at it from the streets. 35-foot lot. It's kind of narrow, but they really go and go and go. There's a lot of floor space in these homes. Now, despite the poor photos on Clements, it remains one of the best streets in Timberlea and Old Milton. $899 is a good price point for a 4-bedroom. With a basement apartment, more than 2,000 square feet, and a pool. There's a lot of things you're getting for this kind of money. The kitchen even looks okay. It's a little bit dated, but they've spent some money on it. The rest of this one looks like a Craigslist ad to me. It's like, why would you? The photo is the table. Oh, and by the way, we have some fireplace accessories for sale. There's a table for sale if you want that washer dryer. We're selling that too. Toilets for sale. There's a hot tub. It looks like I'm looking through a catalog, not a house listing. The presentation on this one could have been so much better. But The street's still awesome. I thought these guys were a little bit high, 1.149 on Anderson, but it's again, a fantastic street. It's got a massive pie-shaped lot. It's got this backyard oasis here. The kitchen is a little bit older, but I like the layout of this one. Some people don't. The way you've got kind of a family dining kitchen right beside each other, and no, I think it's good. I think the finished basement helps, but the backyard is the real seller on this one. I thought maybe $1,050,000, $1,001,000, but 4 days they already got an offer, so they must have done well. So the good news is our drone is back in the air. It was grounded for a while, but I look at this one on McLaughlin showing the backyard. It's nice stuff. I mean, the pond looks a little bit swampy, but there's some nice shots here. Good use of the drone, and the home is quite nice too. 1.45. There's a lot of good options right now in the market for less. So there it is. Street can be a little bit busy because you're kind of the pass through, between Santa Maria and pretty much Bronte. So with the hospital and everything else, you do get some traffic there, but it's a nice looking home. I just don't know if they get 1.45. So there's some others in the list, but that's where we'll cut it off. Have a great day. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I think this week is looking a lot better than last week with regular episodes of Milton Daily Homes.